Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to some of you, and peace out to the rest of you. Black heart, black mind, black end. Again, hit the share button because the message is more important than the messenger. So this message, I know, seems funny based on the title, or it's mysterious. You're like, what is he getting at? Okay, well, see, when I say either or in this case, what I'm talking about is two celebrities, okay? Now, as I said yesterday, they don't want us, meaning the gynocracy and matriarchy, does not want us men to look at celebrities and learn any lessons from them. They don't want that. But they don't mind pointing to these celebrities' stories and situations in order to try to promote a fairy tale at your expense. I said this in my last recording, which is a type of hypocrisy. Now, if you look at the two celebrities about whom I'm speaking, one being Aisha Curry, who's a celebrity because of her husband, and the other one being Sierra, who was a celebrity before her husband, I'm not going to front. If I had to choose between the two and I could see the future, neither one really is, I wouldn't take either one. Now, I did predict that Sierra probably is not going to bounce on Russell Wilson like she might want to do, like she may have planned early on. And here's the thing. Sierra herself was 21 when she was with 50 Cent. She was really young. So those photos, if you see her posing with him, she does show lust, raw physical attraction. Then she's with Future, and then you see her in the photos with him, and she's a bit more poised. And then you see her even more poised with Russell. So to be honest, there is a progression of a type of maturity if you're only looking at the body language of the photos. I'm not talking about how she is personally. Somebody said that he lived on West Hollywood Boulevard and she came into the hookah lounge and she was with ghetto ninjas and she was loud and ghetto. Now, somebody did put this in a comment before. But I'm saying that if you simply look at the photos themselves, they do show a type of progression. If you look at Aisha Curry, you see a regression from modesty to nude thought. Now, to be honest, Sierra has never outright insulted her current husband at this point. She may really not just be singing about leveling up. She may really mean it. She may be trying and not really doing it that well. I'm not really sure. But what I want you guys to understand, the important lesson from this is that the gynocracy and matriarchy and its goons and mamdingos are going to point out the celebrity stories to promote their fairy tales, but they don't want you to look to actually learn real lessons. They're going to say to you, would you rather an Aisha Curry who went backwards, or would you rather a Sierra that's going forward? That's what they're going to do to you. Do not let them present to you a false dichotomy. That's what I mean when I say either or in the title. They're going to tell you either or. Don't believe that stuff. See, we're conditioned because of the hardship through which we've been on the continent and in the West and the diaspora with these difficult dichotomies that life has presented us, largely because, massa like to do that. Do you want these lashes on your back, or do you want to work from can't see till can't see? Starting with that, and everything else proceeded on from then on. We already know. So we're used to always having to make tough choices that Massa and his grandkids today don't have to make. But we start to treat each other like this at times. And this is one thing that gynocracy and matriarchy and its goons and mamdingos are going to start to present to you men. To us. Well, would you rather this or that? Neither one. Ain't no either or. What the fuck are you talking about? Would you rather someone that's going backwards like Aisha Curry, or would you rather someone that is coming out of the whole phase? Okay, if I didn't go through a whole phase and most men can't do that, then you don't have to settle for either one. I'm not going to settle for either one. No whole phases, period. For me to accept a woman that's coming out of a whole phase, for me to accept that, I got to go through a bigger whole phase than her. Now, we know men can't do that because we don't make it difficult enough for them and they make it too difficult for us. So we can't do that. You have male porn stars. And granted, porn is blocked here, so you can't say that I've been watching it. You can't get it here. However, you can see the interviews on YouTube where they're fully clothed and everything else by your reasonable standards, so to speak. You can still see that. And that's how you can study human sexual behavior and the way that the choices are made to a certain extent. You got one star, Brian something, I forgot the name, Other male stars have made jokes about him based on jewelry or something like that. But here's the funny thing. He's on this do not work with list of a lot of starlets. These women do porn. But in order to validate themselves, they have to have somebody on the do not work with list, and he's it. You have a male porn actor whose whole phase is limited in ways that women's are not when they're not even in the business. So no, don't let them give you this false dichotomy as if you have to choose between a woman that went through the whole phase you didn't go through and a woman that hasn't yet been through it but will go through the whole phase through which you didn't and could not go. Don't let them give you that. That's all I really wanted to tell y'all. Keep on stressing, if you're going to argue about this at all and discuss it, keep on stressing the option that they don't want you to know about or remember, which is no whole phases now and moving forward into the future. If I can't go through that kind of whole phase, be worried you better not go through it. And don't introduce me to someone who has or will. Thank you for listening. Black Heart, Black Mind, Black Out. Assalamu alaikum and black, heterosexual, non-select male power just because they don't like it. And black patriarchy until extinction or judgment day.